You're live.
Well, we're live. We've all been there before. Not happy with your agent? Let's discuss how to fire your agent. Cut from the team. Stay tuned.
I'm the ringleader, so listen up.
You're fired.
Oh, it's a dirty topic. It's a dirty topic. And guys and girls, if you don't know us, we're real estate agents on the northern beaches. We witness firing regularly. Does happen to us sometimes. We see it happen to other agents a lot more times. And we're going to talk about in rentals if you're a landlord, and in sales if you're a vendor, how you get a fresh start, how you switch your real estate agent, because there's a lot of it's a bit of a minefield. There's the emotional path. There's I guess the technical path of how to do it. There's the cost path of doing it. We're going to run you through that very quickly this morning so you can feel more confident if you want to fire your agent.
Fired.
Fired.
I think before it even gets to that, before it gets to a stage of firing anybody, you really want to see if you can rebuild whatever relationship had broken down. Have open communication with your agent and see if you can repair, if there are any holes that can be filled before it gets to the stage of you jumping ship.
Yeah, big time.
But before that, I think there does come a time where you do need to pick and choose your agents quite carefully. Sit down with all of them, see who you're comfortable with, who you're vibing with, and who you can see go on this journey, whether it's for 2 months, 3 months, or 10 years for a rental property. See who you vibe with and who you want to go on this journey with.
What would be the reasons, Anthony, you're going to fire your agent?
Oh, where do I start? Well, it could be you're just not connecting with them. They're not getting the results that you're after. Your expectations were up here. The results that are coming through are down here. The days on market are a lot longer, be it for sales or for rentals that you're hoping for. The offers coming in aren't up to your expectation. You've been approached by another agent who's promising the world, and then you think, oh, the grass is greener on the other side. Maybe I'll abandon ship. So
sometimes as agents we fire vendors or landlords.
It does happen. It does happen.
It does happen. And sometimes a vendor or a landlord just needs to get a taste of what of it's not me, it's them, the perfect breakup where it's not you, it's me. It's the perfect breakup. They need to get a taste sometimes of what they don't really know what a norm or a standard is in terms of products and services of what an agent offers. I've even been fired and quite a couple of times brought the business back on. So it's gone us, other agent, and then the owner was like, actually, I didn't realise, but that you guys were doing everything. Can I come back?
Yeah, so they just want a taste to see what it's like at another agency, see what they're about, because you can be promised the world. You can be promised really low fees, an amazing campaign, short days on market. You could be promised anything and everything, but the reality is, can they deliver? And a lot of the time they are false promises.
And it doesn't mean the agents. I've often seen high-performing agents with a good level of service, knowledge, experience get fired. It does happen, out there in the industry. Now, what does it cost, Zan? Oh, what's Jaden got to say?
So Jaden Musa says, important to plan the new agent before the expiry of the latency or the agency agreement so you're ready for the next campaign. So wait for the end of the agency expiry agreement. Plan everything up beforehand, so as soon as that agency agreement ends, you can instantly go to the next campaign with the new agent.
We have a campaign called One Agent Failed, Novak Nailed. Once we sell it, we do call it a cleanup as well when we're behind another agent. This is important what Jaden said. The exclusive period is basically saying that I am your agent for this period. This is in sales. Yes. I am the agent for this period. If I introduce someone effectively, this is my selling fee. Now, if you do decide to sign up a second agent in your exclusive period, you will be up for 2 sets of fees. So it's highly unlikely this ever gets done. I've done it. I had an older lady, very old lady in Queenscliff, and she had not sold her property. The marketing was probably the worst marketing I've ever seen, and the price was probably the cheapest unit I'd seen in a long time. And I was like, I can get you this price easy. She said, I've bought. I have to settle in 6 weeks. I don't care if I'm paying two agents' fees. Can you help? And I did. And I sold it for a bucket load more than what it was marketed. She ended up paying 2 fees, and she was really happy because she got to go into the next place she was going into fast, because she was sitting around for 2.5 months doing nothing previously with offers and stuff like that. So that's that whole agency period.
I can imagine that's a bit of a rare situation, though, wanting to pay 2 fees. But I don't think many people are aware that you can actually negotiate your exclusivity period with your agent.
If in doubt, do a short one. So agents will ask for 90 days. If in doubt, you can ask for 30 or whatever you want as a I guess it's up to 2 people whether the agent wants to agree and if what the vendor is asking. It's up for negotiation.
Yeah.
How do people switch?
Well, switching is easy. Or you just need to make that first step and reach out to your agent, get your paperwork in order, and the agency effectively does everything for you. You'll just need to notify whoever you've listed with, whether it's your rentals campaign or whether it's your selling your residential property. You'll need to put that in writing and say, effective immediately, I'm terminating my agency agreement with you, and then follow the process on from there, and then your agent will pick everything up.
Yep. And the ingoing agent will do all the documentation to disengage the outgoing agent. That's for sales. For rentals, it's the same thing. Now, with rentals, it's really interesting. So again, these agency agreements can have 30 days on them for rentals. So if you're a landlord and you want to change, and you're with an agent and you're not getting the performance that you need out of that agent, you go to a new agent. They'll organise the paperwork for you, and they'll organise the disengagement letter and the engagement letter with the new agency. Now, what's interesting is the reason why agents have an exclusive period, in rentals they have the management agency agreement period for termination, is often there's third parties. So there's strata, water, council, land tax bill, payment gateways, bond board. It's not just easy to switch. So agents do require a little bit of time. So they, but what we often do when we're onboarding new rentals that have a tenant in there is we'll actually just pay out that 90-day period of the old agent, and then the paperwork comes across in due time. But at least it allows, sometimes I think as a landlord, you don't know whether you're Arthur or Martha when you're switching from your old agent to your new agent, unless that makes it nice and concise. That, okay, now I know I'm dealing with you, Mark, and the other guys, can you sort that? Can you mop that up, please?
Yeah, and look, in all transparency, I'm not completely across the rental side of things. I work here at Novak alongside the sales team, so I'm even learning a lot of things with regards to switching your rental landlord. onto a new agency.
So, all in all, guys, summary of today. Yes, you can switch your agent. The only thing you really have to watch out for is the agency period, how long it is, because you could be up for some costs. But often with rentals, for example, the ingoing agent will pay the costs of the outgoing agent's agency period. So if it's 90 days, 30 days, or 60 days, often the ingoing agent will pay that on behalf. But I think the bottom line is this is where we're families selling to families here, right? So we're offering a service. It's relationship based. And if you are not getting that service, you do not have to persevere. You can switch, but you first of all need to find a great, a better agent and a great agent. And then second of all, do that paper trail behind it.
I couldn't have said that better myself. And before we do switch off for today, we've got one final comment that's come in from Brent Robins. What are the pitfalls with self-managing?
I think that, Brent, I don't know what you do for a job, but after you've done that job for 10,000 hours, you get really, really good at it. Now, when you're self-managing your property, to get to 10,000 hours of experience, you probably need to be at about probably 20 years of managing that property. So I love what Lisa Novak says. People will bring $1 million bag of cash to us, a unit, a house, and they will say, can you please look after this bag of cash? We have the experience, we have the knowledge, we've been through all the ins and outs to deal with professional tenants, and we've dealt with every scenario. At the end of the day, this will put it into perspective even more. You are happy to pay insurance on your car of $1,200 a year,
Yep.
to look after, to insure your car for potential loss or mishaps, and it's a $30,000 car. When it's $1 million property, you should be happy to pay your $1,200 a year to make sure that's protected as well, and that's called a management fee.
Yeah. Boom. But if you're not happy, you can't fire yourself from self-managing. Go and find a professional that has that 10,000 years experience that can really help you in the event that something does go wrong, because it's when things go wrong, that's when the real estate agents can really step in and shine, and that's what you're paying them for.
And you're effectively firing yourself.
Yeah.
Self-managed, going to an agent, you're firing yourself. It's true.
Oh.
Have a great day.
Have a fabulous Thursday, everyone. See you next week.
See ya. Thanks, Anne.